What's up, Bucky's Buccaneers? It's your boy Pirate Bucky here with another vlog. Day number 3. Don't mind that my middle finger is up. Hopefully it's not on the camera. I did not mean to flick off the camera. Day number 3 up in here. Obviously, we are still at home. Still jobless. Gonna be in the dark here for a little bit. My Bears played yesterday, and boy, I could talk about that game all day long. Dog, you know better. You know better than to eat mama's receipt. That my doggy. Clementine. She first action on camera. Say, what's up, doggy? What's up, Clem? What's up, friend? Best dog in the world right there. She don't bark, she don't play, she don't do anything. She gets a good little girl. 6 years old, by the way. The baseball map, that's how we keep track of all the ballparks. Obviously, the ones with the pins is the ones that we have been to. Favorite one is that one right there. And then these 3, the ones that we have yet to be at. Obviously, I think my dog is pretty hungry. We're gonna feed her here. Get her live on camera. Boom. Dog gets some fresh food. You might want to go outside. So, you want to go outside, little doggy? You want to go outside? We can go outside. Let's go outside. Are we gonna go outside? She's gonna do her business. Let's go. Let's go outside. Oh yeah, she's so happy. She's so happy. Dog, I got the screen put up. As you can tell, it's fall-like weather out here. Very fall-y. Actually, not that bad. She comes stumbling down the stairs. But yes, like I was saying, the Chicago Bears played the Cincinnati Bengals yesterday. My goodness gracious. Chicago, I understand a win is a win. Chicago Bears, I understand win is a win. But when you have that mentality, your defense cannot be letting up 42 points to the Cincinnati Bengals, who are known for their offense. And here's how I know that they are known for their offense, because over the past few years, they have focused solely on their offensive players. They want to go out and get Jamar Chase, Joe Burrow, T. Higgins, all these great players. Yes, that helps you win games, but the issue is when your defense gets no help at all. When your offense gets no help from its defense, you can't win games because you can't stop anything. Think about this. Let me holler at you for a minute. Chicago Bears were up 34-21. No, Bears were up 41-27. With 2 minutes and about 40 seconds left in the fourth. Right? Bears pick off Joe Flacco. Take it to the distance. They think, oh, it's a pick 6 ball game. Not coming back. Review. Players down by contact. I'm sitting here thinking, that's kind of stupid because Chase Brown wasn't looking to make the tackle. Touched some. Tremaine Edmonds fell down while still trying to catch the football. But you know what? It's been like that for years. I'm okay with that. What do the Bears do? Run, punt. Still 2 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter, and you run it 3 straight times inside your 5-yard line. Normally, I would be okay. I would be okay with that if the team didn't have all 3 timeouts remaining. Since the Bengals had all 3 timeouts remaining, Bears punted the football back to Cincinnati with 2 minutes and 15 seconds left on the clock. What do the Cincinnati Bengals do? Well, their first play goes about 30 yards to the 2-minute warning to about the 45-yard line, where they don't need a. They just take it to the 2-minute warning. Okay, fine. Then they get it closer, and I'm sitting here like, we're up 14. How come we're not in prevent defense? Why are we still rushing 3? Okay, because there's still about a minute left. Then they run the ball under a minute. I'm like, okay. Oh no, this was when they scored the second time. So the first time, they take a shot down the middle and for a touchdown. I'm already livid. Then they go for 2, I believe. Yeah, they go for 2 and they get the 2-point conversion. I'm like, all right, fine, whatever. Onside kick, we got to get it. Hardy had to touch the football with his foot because he decided to go block the guy. And so he just, hey, you know what? I'm not going to block him. It's not going 10 yards. I'm going to stand here and watch it go. Or, hey, ball's coming. I'm going to fall on top of it. Wouldn't have been the worst thing to do. But no, he touches it. Bengals end up picking it up. Bengals then, while Chicago's still rushing 4, take it down the field again and score a touchdown to go up 42-41. So now I'm sitting here like, well, Bears can't run it. They still have 2 timeouts. Actually, they have 1 timeout remaining. 35 seconds left on the clock. And I am sitting there thinking, well, there's a way for the Bears to lose. They just did it. Another 10-game losing streak on its way. And what do? We get it. Look at the doggy. Look at the little papa. Come here. We get it down the field. Get a nice completion to Colston Loveland, which is the exact same thing that we did to the Raiders. Over the middle of the field to Colston Loveland, who gets popped, right? Bang! Shoulder right to the back. Ah! Thinking, all right, he's going to go down. We're going to hurry up. We're going to let the clock tick off. Then we're going to spike it. No, he got popped, and he goes, I'm out of here, boys. And scores the game-winning touchdown. Now, of course, up by 5. Got to go for 2. Make it a 7-point game. Make it 49-42. Because at this point, Bears defense already gave up 2 touchdowns in a minute 30. In 47 seconds. 47 seconds, they gave up 2 touchdowns. 2 touchdowns. To Joe Flacco. 40-year-old Joe Flacco balled out. I had him on my fantasy team. You know what I did before the game started? I dropped him. Picked up a wide receiver. Should have kept him. Put up 33 points on fantasy. I should have kept him. 40-year-old Joe Flacco. Dropping 33 points. Oh, yeah. And Brock Bowers. Yeah, I had Brock Bowers early in the season. Then I dropped him. You know why? 1, he was injured. 2, the Raiders still suck. And guess what he did? He went off and dropped 43 points. Like, come on, bruh. You can't help me out, so you go and help out another guy? I'm not upset. I'm not upset. It's what it is. At least I got the dub. At least I got the dub in fantasy. Dog gonna sit down. She enjoys the sun. Also gets us outside. That's the world. But, yeah, the Bears win. Obviously, they don't get the 2-point conversion. 47-42. But, you know, that's not the craziest thing I saw. So, J.J. McCarthy in his return to play to the field put up 27 points on the Lions, who everyone had winning the North. They lost, so now they're tied with the Bears, but they have the head-to-head matchup so far with their 52-21 blowout of the Bears. And so they're in second place. Bears are still in third, but the Bears are now tied with the Lions and are back in the win column after a tough loss against the Ravens last week. The Green Bay Packers. God, I hate them. I don't like them. They're the worst. Their fan base, that's worse than the Chicago Bears fan base. Now, I'm a reasonable Bears fan. I know every year is not the Bears' year. This is the year for the Bears to make the playoffs. Dog, get up the stairs. To make the playoffs, I don't expect them to make the Super Bowl. It's going to be Chiefs again. We all know Roger Goodell has a thing for Patrick Mahomes. Gets away with all the ticky-tack calls. Come on. Let's go. Up the stairs. So, yeah. But the Green Bay Packers wore in hideous uniforms, which exact same uniforms as the University of Illinois wore last year. Exact same uniforms. So, hey, Green Bay, if you want to go old school, how about you ask first before you actually do it? Because, one, don't ever wear those uniforms again. And two, go get yourself a new quarterback. Jordan Love is not the answer for you guys. Inconsistent, overpaid, overrated, and he just sucks, to be personal. He just sucks. He's trash, bro. He's the most trash quarterback in the league. Then there's Geno Smith. So, yeah. Coming from a Bears fan, I have the right to say that. Jordan Love, obviously, is good. Don't get me wrong. He is good. But he's not MVP caliber. He's not top 10 in the league. He's not a Super Bowl winning quarterback. Because he proved that against the... He proved that against the Carolina Panthers. 13 points? Are you kidding me? Yeah, the Panthers 5-4 for the first time in a long time. Congrats to them. Got a big win in Green Bay. Another game that surprised me was the Pittsburgh Steelers, Indianapolis Colts. Now, I'm not a Colts fan. I'm not a Daniel Jones fan. I've never been high on Daniel Jones, even including this year. I still think he's a mediocre quarterback. When his team gets down, he can't come back, and he proved that literally yesterday against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Down 17-7. What does he do? He throws a pick. Oh, but they still lost. They almost came back and won the game. They lost 28-21. Down all game long. So, yeah, the hype around Daniel Jones needs to stop. He's not elite. He's not good. He's not MVP worthy. He's not that good. No. He's nowhere near MVP caliber. Now, what I will say is, are the Colts a playoff team? Yes. Do they have to face better teams, and are they going to be in a tough schedule now? Pretty sure damn right they are. But still think he can lead them to the playoffs for the first time in a long time. Still think they can actually make noise in the playoffs. Not so sure about that. Now, the other two big games, the Chiefs at the Bills. Patrick Mahomes sucked in that game. And I mean, was terrible. Terrible. Chiefs defense didn't want to show up. They scored 21 points and lost by 7. Yeah, 28-21. But you know what's different about this year's Chiefs team than last year's Chiefs team? Is that they are a replica to the Minnesota Vikings. When the Vikings won 11 games by one score games, by one possession games, Vikings won 11, right? Then the next year couldn't win any of them. Could barely win any of them. Like only won like 3, I think, that year. That's happening to the Chiefs. Chiefs last year with 15-2, winning a bunch of one-score games, right? They can't do it this year. They just can't. They either blow out teams, or they get blown out, or they lose by a single possession. They just can't, for whatever reason, gel together. I mean, granted, Rashee Rice should be in prison, in my opinion. Xavier Worthy, down year. Kelsey, ready for retirement. He wants to go and marry Taylor Swift and get the hell up out of here. And Patrick Mahomes is actually performing better than what he has been performing. But again, for the Bills, you beat the Chiefs in the regular season. You face them in the postseason, you're gonna lose. Bills fans, if you guys tune in, sorry, not sorry for saying that. You just gotta pray that a team knocks out the Chiefs before you guys face the Chiefs in the playoffs. If you guys can get away from the Chiefs in the bracket, you guys have a shot. But if it's down to you and the Chiefs in the AFC Championship game, the Chiefs are gonna win. Mahomes is 4-0 against Allen in the playoffs, and Allen's 5-1 now in the regular season against Mahomes. So there it is. Now the other game, Sunday night game. Boy, oh boy, Washington Commanders. 28-0 at halftime, and you allow Sam Darnold to go 14 for 14 with 4 touchdowns in that first half. That is sad. Sad. And then on top of that, you're down 38-7, and you still have Jaden Daniels out there? You're not scoring 31 points on 1 touchdown. They don't have a 31-point touchdown in football. Oh, if they wanted to entice... Oh, I found a way that the league could actually upgrade the scoring. Whoever catches a touchdown pass, your team gets that many points. So, let's just say... I don't think the Commanders have... Oh, everybody, sorry. Over 80. Man, they have like a defensive tackle. Let's just say Daron Payne checks in, right? As a tight end. He scores a touchdown. Boom, you get 94 points. I mean, you would have won 38, though. 94-38, but oh my God. Now Daniel's out for the rest of the year. Luke McCaffrey's out for the rest of the year. You had Marshawn Lattimore is feared to have a torn ACL, which I'm pretty sure has been confirmed. So, yeah. Dan Quinn, I have no idea what you were thinking. 38-7. Yeah, we still got time to come back. No, at that point, you have backups for a reason. You had your backup offensive line apparently out there. And you said Jaden Daniels out there. So, if that's true, if you had your backup offensive lineman out there with your starting QB, you deserve to have him get injured. And that's sad. Because Jaden Daniels last year, Offensive Rookie of the Year, historic playoff run. And now the Commanders aren't going to make the playoffs because Dan Quinn decided to go back to being Falcons Quinn and getting his best players injured. So, that's my viewpoint. Now, tonight, I don't really know what the games are tonight, to be honest. I haven't really kept track. Oh, I think it's the Cardinals. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Cardinals. In all honesty, I think the Cowboys win, but it's going to be a snooze fest. It's going to be a high-scoring affair. I believe. I think the Cowboys score. I think the Cowboys come back after scoring 44 against the Commanders to getting only 14 points or however many points in the teams that they got against the Broncos. I think they come out and just BTA to the Cardinals. I seriously think that's what's going to happen. Seriously think they're going to bring out the belt and give it to the Cardinals and all that. But again, it is the Dallas Cowboys. I say that and they're going to choke. They're going to lose. They're really going to... I don't know, Jacoby Brissett starting. They're really going to let Jacoby Brissett go off, aren't they? Look at the stoic Dougie. Such a masterful dog. Oh, she's sniffing the camera. Yeah, the Dougie. She's probably wondering, what are you doing in my spot? You good girl. You good girl. I say I got my bear slippers on. Woo! Bear slippers. But yeah, other than that, not sure. Kyle Larson defeated. Kyle Larson won the NASCAR Cup Series championship. Phoenix finishing third in the race, first in the championship four. That consisted of Kyle Larson, William Byron, Denny Hamlin, and Chase Briscoe. With 4 laps to go, Denny Hamlin was leading the race. William Byron in second had a right front tire issue happen, and he went into the wall, causing the caution to come out. Kyle Larson then, on the final pit stop of the race, got 2 tires. Then he got 4, which was Denny's downfall. And here's the thing. I'm not a Denny fan. I'm a Hendrick Motorsports fan. I was a Jimmy Johnson fan. Now he's over at Legacy, so now I'm a Chase Elliott fan. Denny should have won that championship. And I'll say it. As much as I don't like Mr. Denny Hamlin, he should have won the championship. 202 laps led, most ever in a championship race, in the Cup Series race. He should have. William Byron did the right thing. I know everyone's going to go, oh, but Byron purposely wrecked so Larson can win. Why would Byron personally, on purpose, purposely wreck himself? He's in the championship for it. That makes no sense. Why would he wreck himself to allow a teammate win it? When he could have fallen down the third and spun out the guy in second to bring out the caution. Like, no, he had a tire go down, took him into the wall, brought out the caution, and the pit crews, one pit crew decided 2 tires, and the other, who should have done 2 tires, picked 4 tires, and it takes a while for the 4 tires to get the groove going, to get the rubber down off of their tires, to get the traction, to get the speed built up. While the 2 tires, you can already take off, and that's what happened. I mean, Denny Hamlin, with 2 laps to go after they went back to green for the green-white checkered, or not for the green-white checkered, for the overtime, he was side by side with Kyle Larson. But Hamlin then had to slow down in turn 3 or turn 2 and had to slow up while Larson was able to use his momentum on the outside and get in front of Hamlin, and then Hamlin wasn't able to catch up on 4 tires. Me personally, I am glad that the championship is done at home at Phoenix. For now, I wanted it back at Homestead. It returns back to Homestead, Miami next year, where it offers better racing. They can finish under the lights, which is really fun. The last 2 races before yesterday's race finished under the lights. Corey Heim won the Truck Series Championship, rightfully deserved. Jesse Love won the Xfinity one. I am upset about that one. This is why the point system in the playoffs need to go bye-bye. Because Connor Zilic won 10 races, right? And you think, oh, 10 races. NASCAR says that they want to be like F1 and the other motorsports. Okay. F1 does points. Indy does points. You guys do playoffs. So the two competitions that you want to be competing with do a point system. You're doing a playoff system. Think about that. Points, playoffs. Two are doing points, which is what NASCAR needs to do. Go back to the old point format, either chase point format or during the next Nextel Cup series, the original point format that they were doing when Dale Earnhardt Sr. was still around. Do that points format because it makes it easier. And I understand that you don't want. They probably just don't want back-to-back champions like what Jimmy Johnson did when he was 5-time, but 5 in a row, the only time that's ever been done in NASCAR history. But the playoffs are a joke. A guy who has won 2 races should not have beaten Connor Zilic, who has 10 wins on the year and more points. Like, that is insane. Also, if you're gonna say that we're doing points, you can't have. If you want to do points in the playoffs, you could do that. Top 4 in points get to go into the championship, right? So, whoever has the most points make the field of 16. Then whoever has whichever 8 next have the most points, those 8 move on to the round of 8. Then it goes down to the championship 4. Whoever has the most points, you don't give everybody the same amount of points. Whoever has the most points, depending on what happens after the stages, which I hate, whoever wins the race, then at that point, if they're close enough, wins the championship. If they're not, then that person that has the most points wins the championship. Boom, problem solved. You want to keep the playoffs? Okay, then we're going solely off of points. Well, I think that's what they do now, but they give everybody the same amount of points for the championship. Which is stupid in my opinion, but oh wow. What a blast. She is now asleep. We're trying to. Oh, I'm now tired. I didn't have coffee today. Do I go to McDonald's and get an Oreo McFlurry or an M&M McFlurry? Their machine's probably broken. It'll be broken. It'll be broken. Alright, guys. Well, that will end this vlog. Do another one tomorrow. And one on Wednesday. Won't be doing one Thursday or Friday. Hopefully I'll be able to do it again next week. But yeah, let me know if you want me to continue doing this. I am waiting to get a mic. I am waiting to get a full-time job so then I can get a monitor, a PC, and all that so I can record other things than just vlogs. Don't get me wrong, doing vlogs are fun, but I want to expand my viewership. And so, yeah, Peace, everyone. New name. Let me know if you guys want to be called Bucky's Buccaneers. There's also Bucky's Crew, the Crew, the Mateys, Gold Finders, Treasure Hunters, the Booty Clappers. I'm joking about that one. But yeah, let me know. Slide up, let me know. Peace, everybody. Have a good night.